Are you a graduate program? More specifically, are you thinking about doing a PhD program? Well, listen to this and then you decide. PhD program has a very high trade-off, not only with time, but also with money and emotional stability. So think about it very carefully because you're going to spend a lot of time studying, you're going to spend a lot of money, and you're also going through a roller coaster of emotions. Being in a graduate program is very, very tedious, and it's a very long journey, and sometimes it can also feel really, really lonely. So sometimes you're not going to have time to go out, to go with friends, to hang out with your family. But think about it very carefully because sometimes it can be very, very lonely. You spend a lot of time in your office studying, reading, and doing homework, even on the weekend. 5 years, sometimes even 7, depending on how well you are able to craft your dissertation and if you're able to finish it on time. But the contract is usually 5 years, and the amount of money that you receive is very, very low. It's very minimum. It can range from around $20,000 to $40,000 at most in really, really good schools, but usually around $20,000 to $22,000 a year. So it is very expensive, and the benefit that you get monetarily during your time studying is very minimum. So if you don't have any support system, I do not recommend you going to grad school. The job market is very uncertain right now, so unless your ultimate goal is teaching, I really, really do not see the benefit of going to a PhD program, especially for the social sciences like PhD in political science, PhD in philosophy, PhD in sociology, PhD in linguistics. Those path of a PhD program will always lead you to teaching. If that's not your ultimate goal, then grad school is not for you. Another issue with being in a PhD program is that admissions have become very, very difficult, and the admissions rate has fallen tremendously. One, because of the process is being more difficult and more expensive, and second is because scholarships are being slashed everywhere. So universities are not able to give out scholarships anymore to students, and that affects admissions and the way the process works. So if you are able to spend $1,000 in applications and you are sure that you want to teach and you're sure that you are able to go through this long arduous process, then grad school might be for you. But otherwise, I don't recommend it. It's not worth the time. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of suffering. Yes, you learn a lot. Yes, it is very rewarding when you graduate. Yes, it is good to become a doctor, but just because you become a doctor doesn't mean that you're going to enjoy the process. It's not being miserable for you. You might be better off just with a master's degree and just go straight into the job market, where you'll be able to make a really, really good salary just with the market. Some jobs, like in the finance and the tech industry, they don't usually require a PhD degree. You are going to be good with the skills that you have, maybe, or a master's degree, MBA or something that will give you a lot more return for the money invested than for the time and the emotional stability that you're going to be investing in a PhD, so you can get a similar job again. So ultimately, go to grad school only if you meet those requirements. If not, if your goal is not to teach, I don't think why you should need to go to a PhD. And with that being said, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. You might be more resilient, you might be focused and disciplined, and you might succeed tremendously if you decide to do a PhD program. So try it on if you want to. If you have any doubts, any questions about admission process, how a PhD program looks like, the timeline, what is it that you learn, the content of it, let me know, shoot me a message, and I'll be more than happy to help you. So happy Monday.